Following is a 24 Hours podcast.
Hey, what's up? It's Shaant.
And this is Dave.
We're from Cute Is What We Aim For, and you're watching the 24 Hour podcast.
But your body language is telling me that you're worth a pen. So weak I can hardly keep shaking legs, holding up my feet. But your body language is telling me that I'm not to blame. Practice makes perfect.
Shaant, Dave.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the origin of the name. And have you had people like totally bastardize it when they meet you and they've seen it in print and they have their own interpretation?
Yeah,
Just
of
tell
course.
a story about the
of
plane
course.
today.
Oh man, I don't even want anyone I talk to with the band name. It's what, and then oftentimes we find ourselves just lying. The name is just a joke that I made with a friend when I was like 15, 14, and it wasn't supposed to be a band name to stick at all, but it did, and we're fortunate to be here.
It wasn't that long ago that you guys were actually in Vancouver.
Yeah.
So this is your second time in a relatively short period of time. Did you get a chance to see the city at all, or is every city kind of a blur because you're just touring around so much?
No way. I mean, it can be if you don't take the proper opportunities or take advantage of them to explore. And Vancouver is such a gorgeous city.
You're from Buffalo,
Yeah.
so would you rank Vancouver better than Cheektowaga, Tonawanda?
See, how do you know about
Because
these
I used to live in
places?
Toronto.
No kidding.
And as a matter of fact, we used to go down to Buffalo for drink or drown nights because the liquor laws in Ontario are pretty archaic.
Yeah.
But in Buffalo, New York, anything goes.
I would definitely say that I'm biased. I love Buffalo. It's my home. But you can't compare Buffalo with Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto.
Let's talk about the differences between Canadian audiences and American audiences. Are rock fans the same everywhere you go, or is there a distinction between the two countries?
Oh, they're totally different. But I mean,
Very different.
totally different from coast to coast of Canada as well. And middle, every city is different. You know, like when you play Chicoutimi, it's straight all French, no English at all. And then you play, you know, your Toronto show. It's going to be obviously different. And I don't know if we have a fair assessment because a lot of these places we're playing for the first time with Simple Plan.
Exactly.
And so you can't really tell. But yeah, certainly there's a difference everywhere you go. It's fun. That's what makes it so exciting. It's not the mundane routine or anything. It's always, you either have to earn the crowd or they're in the palm of your hands. Or it's great. It's fun.
You guys have gotten a lot of really hot press early on, and now, of course, I think I read somewhere where you said we're not teenagers anymore and we really want to try and branch out. Do you find there's a lot of pressure on you when you come out of the gate so heavily hyped and so credited, and you're thinking, well, shit, we got so much more gas in the tank yet. You know, it's too early to lay that kind of praise on us. Does that put pressure on you as a performer?
Yeah, but at the same time, I think we took it upon ourselves to dictate the pressure. You know, like we're flattered. We love that people are interested and know who we are. But if we let it get the best of us, then I don't think we would have any more fuel in the tank.
I think that between the two of us and everyone else in the band, obviously, we have the highest expectations above everybody else. You know, it doesn't matter what a magazine prints or what someone says. At the end of the day, we're the ones who want it more than anyone.
And this is the worst part about the boom of the internet. Is I found meeting a lot of people is they don't have an appreciation for this because it happened so quickly. They weren't the Goo Goo Dolls who were in a van sleeping in their girlfriend's closets for 7 years, playing punk rock.
Yeah.
And I definitely, I worry about that. I definitely try and think of, okay, if this happened so fast for us, we've got to be there to work our asses off to earn it. Just because it was given to us doesn't mean we deserve it by any means.
No, that's a really good point because I think like the way that it happens a lot is bands blow up. And I feel like we have worked after that to okay, we deserve to be here. You know what I mean? We might have got the hype. It might have happened fast, but I think every day we try to make the effort to be hey, we're here for a reason. This isn't just us being spoiled. And I think people see that, and that's the reason why we are where we are.
Well, you guys have come out of the gate with a really, as I said, with a lot of praise, a lot of hype from some very influential organizations and people. What advice do you give to a Cute Is What We Aim For fan out there that's going through what you guys perhaps once went through, and you started as teenagers, they want to do what you guys did? Is there a piece of advice, a can't-miss piece of advice you would give an aspiring rocker?
Absolutely. 2, never say no. Never settle for anybody or anything. And treat people on the way up as you would like to be treated on the way down.
Exactly.
If you follow those, I don't think you can fail.
Yeah.
Truly.
And a lot of people today, like as far as songwriting goes, I mean, a lot of people try to emulate something, and I think a lot of people like lose themselves in that. So like one of the things that I always tell people, like, well, how did you get where you are? Like, what would you say? It's like you got to write music for yourself, do what you enjoy, because there's gonna be times where it gets really, really hard. And unless you really enjoy what you're doing and your heart's in it, you're not gonna be able to
And you're
keep
gonna
going.
listen to the haters.
Exactly.
You know, if you don't buy into it yourself. So.
Solid outing, guys. A great record. Welcome to Vancouver, and stay the way you guys are. Nice to meet you, Dave.
Yeah, likewise.
Shaant, pleasure.
Wow.
Vancouver.24hours.ca